Everybody loves a homologation special, but nobody knows this one. This is the Audi 80 B4 competition, one of 2,500. And there's a dog. Maggie, that was good timing, wasn't it? Maggie, do you like homologation specials? Do you want to see this? Don't you dare jump in that window. I see you. He would definitely have jumped in that window there. So what is the Audi 80 B4 competition? It's a homologation special built in 1 year only, 1994, built for the super touring class. Its main competitors at that time would be the E36 318IS, Motorsport 1 and 2. But this car really is like a step back in time compared to the E36s. It ran the 2-litre 16 valve ACE engine from basically the Mark II Golf, but longitudinally, and it says it has 140 horsepower, but with the 4-wheel drive system and the weight of it, it is a slow car. Like, I never drove it before I bought it. I did a deal with a guy for it, and it is a slow car. It's like a really slow car. You compare it to an E36, most people are not going to have a 318 E36. Most people are going to go for a 6-cylinder. And like, this car is a homologation special. You just cannot compare it to a 6-cylinder E36. I haven't tried a 318 IS BMW E36, Motorsport 1 or 2. I would love to. They are really nice looking cars. But with this, with the old style Bosch, I think it's K-Jet. I have to check. Old style Bosch injection, and it's not an easy car to live with. Doesn't like to start when it's hot. Doesn't like to start when it's cold. Constantly drains the battery. It's slow. I've been fighting with it for a year. It drinks oil. Recently, it won't pass its ITV for gases. Its MOT, its annual inspection for gases. So it's time to do something with it. I have a plan. We're going to rip this engine out. How much time and effort are we going to spend rebuilding a 2-litre 16 valve to stop the oil drinking problems? And it has no power. If it has 100 horsepower, I think it would be on a really good day. So we're going to upgrade it. We're going to put in a 1.8 turbo from an Audi A4 B5. Again, it's a longitudinally mounted 1.8 turbo. It should fit in. This is a longitudinal 4-cylinder. That's a longitudinal 4-cylinder. They are roughly mount up the same. We should be able to get some Audi engine mounts from different models of Audis. I think from the Cabrio to fit. I have seen some people say that they actually got this engine to fit on the standard engine mounts, just switching one of the mounts from this and one of the mounts from the A4. So we'll see if we can get it to work. But first we've got to rip it to bits. But first let's talk a little bit about this. As a homologation special, it is, why is it just decided to start hammering down with rain on top of the workshop as I do this video? It's really raining. If you look chronologically, the competition to this car is the E36 318IS, Motorsport 1 and Motorsport 2. But realistically, the technology in this car more aligns with an E30 M3, more in theory. This was a 1994 car, but this was already a pretty old car, old design, a lot of old technology. We're going to have to stop because this rain is just far too heavy. Okay, so I got absolutely soaked in the rain there. I had to go out and get the van. The van was outside with the window open because the window won't go up, and I got absolutely soaked. So let's go back to our Audi 80. This car, I think, aligns more with an E30 than an E36. Like, the tech on it seems pretty old. It's a really old driving experience. It feels to me a much older driving experience than an E36. So the engine in this car is an ACE. It's a 2-litre 16 valve. It's basically the same engine. It's in a Mark II Golf 2-litre 16 valve. And we're never going to make any power with it. Do you know what I mean? How much money are we going to spend trying to make a 2 litre 16 valve get 200 horsepower? I don't think they're even too much money, right? How much effort is it going to be? And it's going to be slow, right? The car drives actually really nice. Like, it's not too heavy a car. It turns in, you can chuck it around, but you have to be committed, like flying in it. But it handles right, it gets around corners. It's quite a nice driving car, but it's just so slow. Even comparable to, it's slower than a Mark 1 Golf 1.8, definitely, right? The lightness of that car, it carries so much speed more than this. So realistically, how much work are we going to have to do to make anything decent out of this? The 1.8 turbo swap seems quite a popular swap. Actually, nowadays, probably, I think in the mid-2000s, it was quite a popular swap. There seems to be quite a bit of people have done it. We've all seen all the videos in like Scandinavia of people launching these cars with like big turbos and anti-lag and stuff like that. So let's try and build something fun like that. It's a total sleeper, this car. Like, nobody knows what it is. In Spain, it still looks like a pretty new car. Like, where we live in Spain, like, you know, you don't stick out really driving it around. I think if you're driving an E36, it's a bit noisy. You look like a bit more of a magnet for the cops. But in this Audi, you just blend in like you're just driving around in a normal car here. So it's pretty undercover. So let's keep it that way. The body's not great on it. It's lived its whole life outside street parked in Mallorca. So it's been repainted, but it's got covered in dings, it's covered in dents. The interior's really nice. The interior's complete on it and nice. So I would just make it drive a bit faster. We'll put a new engine in it. We'll put a 1.8 turbo in it and see what we can get out of it. I really would quite like to. I don't have any turbocharged cars, and I'd quite like to make something fun out of this. I think that finding an engine is harder than you would think. I've been to so many scrapyards in the last 2 weeks. I've been to every scrapyard around here trying to find an engine. And obviously these cars have been off the road now for quite a while. The A4s, a lot of them have been scrapped and parted out already. I really wanted to find a car. So if I'm just buying an engine, the engine mounts have probably already been taken off it and stuff. So they would leave the engine mounts in the car, so off the block. So I have found, luckily, I've been to like all of the big scrap yards, nothing. A lot of diesel A4s, but everything's a sort of generation later than the B5. There's really not that many B5s left in scrap yards. On eBay, there's a good few engines lying around. I was looking for an AEB engine, so it still had the cable throttle, the same as this, just to make it maximally easy, just to stick it in. But by luck, the other day, I was just Googling all of the scrapyards around, and I found just a little small, like, breakers. I went there, and on the guy's tow truck outside, there's an A4 with 2 exhausts, no badge on the back. I was like, that's not a diesel, that's got to be the one. And by pure chance, he had just taken it in. He hadn't even taken it off the truck. It's an A4. It has an APU engine, which I think is a Europe-only engine. We're in Europe anyway, so most people watch this. Most people watch my videos actually in America. So it's an APU engine, drive-by-wire, and again, that's not so bad. But I'm going to put a standalone in this car, like straight off the bat. We'll put a standalone in it because the car has a load of mileage, so we might as well get the engine, put rods in it, valves, springs, build a bit of an engine straight away. That'll be fun, something to do. I've never done that. So we'll build a bit of an engine to take a bit of power, and we'll put a standalone in it. I've just started doing the HP Academy course on standalone wiring. Highly recommended. It's really good courses. So I'm just going through that and learning all the standalone stuff. I've never done a standalone ECU before, so I thought 1.8 turbo would be a nice way to do it. And with a Maxxis ECU, I can get with the direct plug-in. So I don't even really need to build a harness. I'll need to modify the harness a bit, but I think we can just go with a Maxxis ECU and screen and everything and that should be easy. So I'm very looking forward to it. It's going to be a good little car. Today I'm going to start stripping it down, get the engine and stuff out of this. Should we put the engine into a Mark 1 Golf? We have 2 Mark 1 Golfs. We'll have this engine on standby just in case, because we could do something with it. But it's going to be nice. Let's see what we can do. Let's start tearing it to bits. This is part 1 of our new project. And I'm wet. As we're now ready to pull the engine out, we should probably address the elephant in the room about this car. And that is, why would you cut up and destroy a homologation special, a special edition car, one of 2,500? Because this car I have had for sale for 6 or 7 months, maybe longer, and not one person has came to see it. I priced it really well. These cars are sort of listed, I see them on Auto Scout for 9 to 13,000. I had this car listed for 6 with the issues that it has. It was hard starting, but it was hot. It has a really bad battery drain, which I found yesterday while I was taking the car to bits. And there's just no interest in the car. The car is a zero rust car. One of the good things about this car being from Spain is that there's no rust on it. These cars are popular in Northern Europe, Scandinavia, but here I was just getting zero interest in it. And if anybody wanted it, the opportunity was there for it. So, there's always people like lowballing you, offering you like 2 or 3 grand, but I'm not going to give it away for 2 or 3 grand. It's like a really solid shell with no rust. So where am I going to come across that again? So as I don't have a turbo car, I thought this would be a nice little project to do. I got a really cheap half cut of a car to get everything out of to do the swap. So I might as well build this out and enjoy it. And I don't feel bad about destroying a limited numbered car, because nobody wanted it. The opportunity was there for it. So if anybody wanted it, they could have bought it. It was listed all over the place for months and months and months, and nobody wanted it. So why should you feel bad about cutting it up? It's not an E30 M3 Evo or something, and we're going to stick a M50 in it or something like that, M50 turbo in it. It's a car that clearly nobody's really that interested in. And, we've all watched those videos of like Audis in Scandinavia and Germany doing big launches with big turbo power, and that looks fun to me. So why not build something that can do that out of a car that is clearly unloved and unknown, obviously. So yeah, we're going to cut it up. Not even cut it up, we're going to engine swap it. I'm just about to finish pulling the engine out now. That's a bit of information as to why we're doing what we're doing and why it's not really going to make me lose any sleep about the fact that we're pulling the engine out of this car, because nobody wanted it, right? Nobody wanted it. So I'm not going to cry about it.